I spent my whole life basically in at St. Joe in Rain. I went and made most of my sacraments. I was baptized in New Iberia, but all of my other sacraments I made at St. Joe, grew up there. And as I grew into my adult life at St. Joe, it kind of became more like a family. I started really kind of getting connected with that parish, whereas as a child, it was just kind of something that I grew up in. When God was calling me away from there, it was really scary because that was my family, and I was going through a time where I really needed family. I went through a divorce. I lost my father very suddenly to cancer, and so I needed family. I needed more than just a place to go on Sundays. And so when we walked in, it felt right. People greeted you, and it just felt like home. I knew that that's where we needed to be. It's not like any place that I've ever been. And it's just the perfect place that I want to be me. The perfect place where I want to be, and the perfect place where I want my kids to be. The reason why I signed up for Alpha was just to get connected. Just simply, I just wanted to have something to get more connected to the church, just to kind of get to know the people there. I didn't necessarily feel like I needed it to educate me on the faith or to, for anything like that. It was really just simply maybe to grow deeper in my relationship with God, but most importantly, just to kind of meet people in the church. But what had the biggest impact on me was seeing holy couples. And it was just, it was inspiring to me. It was hopeful, because that's what I want. I was supposed to see that. I think I was supposed to kind of have that experience of maybe feeling like the outcast, but then looking and seeing they went through that, and look at how beautiful that is. And that all just kind of tied into the belonging. It's okay. We all come from, different broken paths or different ways of life, but our commonness in God, it just kind of unites us. And I can experience His love for me in Mass and adoration and personal prayer, but I also am loved by God by the people that He placed with me in my group. My biggest solution, the biggest thing that's carried me over the last few years is my faith. It's definitely God. People say, how do you do it? And I'm like, a lot of prayer, a lot of staying close to church, a lot of staying close to the healthy and holy people. And whenever they were promoting Alpha, I was definitely thinking I don't have time for that. And I really don't. I really don't have time. But on the last day of registration, I just kind of felt that push. So I was like, oh, here's an idea. I can see if I can find a babysitter. Being a single mom, just an hour for me. So I've learned over the last few years how important that is to take time for me. My experience was just a feeling of belonging, just being there, and it's carried over into my personal life and then into my life at Sacred Heart. So, when we go to Mass or we go to these encounter nights or formation nights or whatever, we know people. And so it's not just we're going because we don't know anybody, but it's hey, and it's not just a, hey, how's it going kind of small talk thing. It's, what's been going on, or so we definitely feel more connected, which helps with the kids, to kind of have other families that I could introduce them to. It was something that was missing that we didn't know was missing.